All those build videos are BS. Just ask this guy.
Golly, you're the best. I'm going to follow you and watch you and worship the ground you walk on. Let's go.
If you're looking to up your game in Oblivion, don't worry too much about which armor set you're using. Now, a lot of the in-game armors, they tend to work real well as long as you're trained pretty well into the armor. So if you're using even Dwarven per se, you're going to do all right in Oblivion. It's just really not about the armor. And, you know, there's only a few weapons that are going to give you a total advantage in this game. Really, it's about leveling your major and minor skills and about the power of the Sigil Stone. Now, the Sigil Stone is located at the top of every Oblivion gate. You can see the tower. It is always glowing with fire at the top. Now, when you want, pro tip, if you want to skip a lot of the caves and a lot of the other stuff, you can use a spell called Sea Stride and fire resistance, and you can literally just run across the lava to the main towers that have fire shooting out of them. Any of the towers that do not have fire shooting out of them are actually not the one with the Sigil Stone. And the only thing you really are going to care about, other than some of the loot you may find inside the Oblivion Gate, is the Sigil Stone. And just a reminder, when you go inside Oblivion Gates, you can become cursed by many of the spells that happen inside here and many of the weapons that the Daedra use. So just go to any temple in any town and pray at the altar there to have your afflictions removed. It's just something that I like to do when I finish up an Oblivion Gate. Now, making your way through the gate, it shouldn't be too hard, but if you are having difficulties because your character is challenged, I would suggest just roll the difficulty back to novice, at least until you get your first couple Sigil Stones, and that'll make you powerful enough that you can roll the difficulty right back up to adept or wherever you want to be. Honestly, I think anything past adept is just not really very balanced at this point, and so I wouldn't suggest playing at a higher difficulty at this point. Now, back in the day when they had the slider in the old school Oblivion where you could adjust the difficulty on the fly, that was a little bit better of a system, but really Oblivion's always kind of suffered from a balance issue, but it is a wonderful game and I love it. Now, as you see, this is the room where you're going to enter at the bottom. It's called the Sigillus Sanguis or something like that, and it has these bizarre stairs that are basically made of bone, and you just got to fight your way through. There's usually going to be 3 enemies in here. Sometimes there's 4, and they're going to be some of the more powerful types that you face throughout the gate, and it just kind of depends on your level, what you're seeing here. I'm using Volendrung. I would suggest getting Volendrung before you do a lot of things in the game because it does make the game a little more fun, if not just a little more easy. So anytime that you close an Oblivion Gate, when you get to the top, you're going to notice that you are just standing out in the open. You can save while you're looking at that stone, and that is what's going to occur once I'm finally up there. So we're going to cut to the part where I'm at the top of the tower. Hold on 1 second, and we'll be there. So right here we were looking at the Sigil Stone, and basically once you get to the top, you're going to grab the Sigil Stone, You're going to wait till it says it was added to your inventory, search through the inventory, and then see what you got. Now it's up to you if you want to have saved before you did this and reload and basically keep shuffling through to find the right sigil stone, or if you want to just keep closing gates. Either way, as long as you don't end the main story and you keep closing Oblivion gates, you should get some very powerful tools. I would suggest resist magic, fortify strength, it's absorb magic, and chameleon as some of the main effects you could try. Using 4 chameleon pieces basically make you invisible, which is what I'm about to be. I've been 3Dog, and thanks for checking out this video.